One of the things to me that's interesting in trying to understand this problem, which I don't understand and feel confused about, is the fact that there have been so few malpractice cases. There have been so few people saying, I made the change and it was an absolute disaster. The fact that there's
I think I should stop you there because actually there's been a huge rise in malpractice cases, an absolutely astronomical rise, and there's a lot of ongoing lawsuits right now. So,
And
of exactly that. And do you want to go ahead?
and the statute of
Yeah.
limitations, you see, because you've got typically 2 years, and first of all, there's a honeymoon period after you go through these medical treatments where you really feel like this solved your problems and you've finally found your authentic self. And then the doubt starts. It typically takes 5 to 8 years, I think, for detransition and regret to set in. And by then, the statute of limitations has expired. And so I think you can't measure it on lack of malpractice lawsuits. And as well, there's something unique about trans in that anyone who speaks out saying that they have detransitioned or they regret, they will get attacked by very aggressive trans activists. So there's a motivation to stay silent as well. But I just want to go back to when I took it's actually, I can give you the number, 5,337% increase in teenage girls being referred to the Tavistock Gender Clinic, the centralized gender clinic in London in the UK. And so what do you make of it that historically...
Let's be clear. That's not really a statement about what population rates would be. That's a very selected...
But here, it's very important. Is it not important that historically it would have been typically childhood onset young boys presenting to these gender clinics or middle-aged men? And teenage girls were never seen in these gender clinics. They were vanishingly rare and there were no cases. And then all of a sudden, an explosion.
I'm all disagreeing with the idea that there's been an explosion of social network generated increase in rates. But the 5,000 percentage thing, I think I'd be cautious about. I'm very cautious about the polling rates in the general population. I think that they're a real problem for the reasons I said before. But the idea of how many referrals to a given clinic that's a very specialized, specific number to that clinic.